Okay, I am starting my class. So today we will talk about cyclostomes. So this is actually a type of fish, a very primitive vertebrate fish, very primitive offshoot of vertebrate. So you have on one side your protochordates like cephalochordata, hemichordata, urochordata, which uh, the other day I dictated in the class. And on one side you have your uh, advanced fishes like your elasmobranchs or the sharks and the bony fishes. So this is something in between. There is one important feature of this particular group known as cyclostomes. Their mouth is circular. They don't have jaws. ये jaw नहीं है उन लोग का. So basically it's a suctorial type of mouth, and it is a primitive characteristic, these cyclostomes. And therefore, because the mouth is circular and round, they are known as cyclostomata. I have posted all notes and study material in the Google Classroom. So tell your friends, those who have not joined, that kindly join my Google Classroom. All study materials are present over there. You will need them during exams. And I will also take internal tests in this particular classroom. So I will share. I hope you people are able to see this. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So we talk about the general characteristics of cyclostomes. So they are called as modified and degenerate offshoot of primitive vertebrate stock. So you have the protochordates standing over here, and you have the vertebrates coming over here. You have the chordates below, and you have the vertebrates growing. So from the from this part onwards, you have the cyclostomes. So they're the first primitive offshoot of the vertebrates. Offshoot of vertebrates. This is the first primitive offshoot of vertebrates. So chordates here, there in the cyclostomes, you can say here present a vertebral column is the character. Then the next comes over presence of jaws. Then you have the sharks coming up. So I'll draw this much better in a on a board, Microsoft whiteboard. I'm just going to draw this the phylogenetic tree. So in the previous semester, you had studied about phylogenetic trees and their explanations. Okay. So let's choose this color. You have the chordates. What are the characters of the chordates? First thing is notochord. Dorsal tubular nerve cord and pharyngeal gill slits. So these are the characters of the chordates. And say, for example, was a primitive ancestor. On one side, you have the non-chordates going. And one side, you have the chordates. Now, the chordates, basically, you can divide them into one side, you have the protochordates. And essentially, you have the cephalochordata, amphioxus, urochordata, the ascidia larva, and you have the hemichordata, balanoglossus. And on one side, you have the vertebrates going. So all these characters from the ancestors, when they had this, they became the, you can call them as, this character appeared and therefore they were chordates. And now you can, then there came the next character, which is vertebral column. You have the vertebral column coming over here. And then this is the primitive offshoot. You have the cyclostomes. Then you have the jaws coming, right? And then all other higher vertebrates will come. Come later. So these are the primitive offshoots, you can say. And since they have a circular mouth, they are known as cyclostomata. So essentially, if you look at them, they look like this. Their body is something like eel-like, বান মাছের মতন. Mouth is circular. No jaws. They are therefore also known as agnathans. Okay, they are parasitic. They usually feed on fish in their adult stage. When they're adult, they feed on fish. Let's look at a photograph. এইটা দেখতে পাচ্ছ? Can you see this?
Yes, sir.
This is the cyclostome, which is feeding on an adult fish. They keep on being stuck on the adult fish. Resulting is that Basically, they live like a parasite. It's not hunting. Just they cling to it like leech. Now, if you look at their mouth, mm, their mouth, as you know, it is circular. Therefore, cyclostomata, you have a buccal funnel. So there, I'm looking from the side. It's like a funnel. And this you're looking from the top. So it goes as a depression. It comes like a funnel. It's known as the buccal funnel. And you have the mouth. In the corners, you have papilla. Several papilla are on the side. হালকা হালকা projections, ছোট ছোট আঙ্গুলের ছোট ছোট এগিয়ে থাকে. And then inside you have the teeth of the buccal funnel. They have a tongue. The tongue has got teeth. Touch করে it fits inside the flesh and they start keep on eating from the living organism. So you have two types. The first is the lampreys. This is how lampreys look like. And this is hagfishes, petromyzon. So hagfishes have got mucus gland pleasants. They have got 12 pairs of gill slits, pharyngeal gill slits. And lamprey, they have 7 pairs and they have 12 pairs. Another thing is that hagfishes have got tentacles. In lampreys, no tentacles. Now let us go through the points. Like you have seen, their body is round and elongated like an eel. Paired fins are absent. Normally, fishes have both paired and unpaired fins. মানে দুদিকে আছে বাবা কোনো কোনো একদিকেই রয়েছে fins. In cyclostome, paired fins absent. Paired fins are absent. Then median fin with cartilaginous fin rays. Their skin is devoid of scales, no scales. They don't have a spleen. Exoskeleton is absent. বাইরের দিকে there is no skeleton. The endoskeleton is cartilaginous. Endogenous skeleton cartilaginous. নরম নরম cartilaginous like in your ears. আমাদের মতন শক্ত ক্যালসিফাইড বোন নয়. Notochord present throughout life, but it is covered by something like a vertebra. So eventually, in vertebrates, the notochord gets converted to vertebral column. Yes, vertebral column. But here it's getting converted into cartilage into the notochord stage, but over it something like a vertebral column comes. You can call them a cartilaginous vertebra. Digestive system does not have any stomach. This is a very primitive character. Single nostril is single and medium. Gills are 5 to 16 pairs. Heart is two chambered like fish. Brain is visible. Lateral line. So all fishes have a line passing through their side, and this is known as the lateral line. It is a sense organ. The lateral line is a sense organ. Sexes are separate. So these are characteristics of cyclostomes. Most important are the petromyzon and myxin. So petromyzons are group of lampreys, and myxiniformis, they are hagfishes or myxin species. And the differences, what is written, are differences are highlighted over here. Hagfishes. Now, after this, let us go to the next part, which is affinities of cyclostomes. What do you mean by affinities? First thing, affinities means you are comparing cyclostomes with other animal groups. We are looking at their similarities and dissimilarities. And such an activity will help in classifying and placing organism in particular groups. It will also help to elaborate on their evolutionary position. Evolutionary position. So, first is the cephalochordata or Amphioxus. Both have dorsal notochord that remains throughout life. Both lack jaws, and their body is not covered by endoskeleton structure. It's cartilaginous. The muscles on the lateral side show segmentations. On the side of Amphioxus, you have muscles are arranged like myotomes, like segments. Their muscles have segmentation. Each segment is known as a myotome. Each like this segment, এরকম থাকে, blocks of muscle. So each block is known as a myotome. Both have a straight and elementary canal system. So you have the pharynx, intestine, and it leads to a, there is no stomach. Directly it goes a stomach-like region. There is a diverticulum over here. Just এটা ভুল এঁকেছি. Basically, I'll draw it properly over here. For example, the pharynx. So there is no stomach. There is a diverticulum. Almost acts like a function of liver. Almost like a liver. Spinal cord in both groups have the separate dorsal and ventral roots. So in Amphioxus, no spinal cord is present. But এই পয়েন্টটা দরকার নেই, বাদ দিয়ে দাও. Okay. The Ammocytes, this is important. The Ammocyte larva of Cyclostomes closely resembles Branchiostoma. That is Amphioxus. So this is the affinity. And now how is it different from modern fishes? They lack jaws and true teeth. The fins of cyclostomes are unpaired and do not support by true fin rays. ভেতরে ওই have you if you have taken fish, you will know that if you take the larger piece, the fins, they will have a bone going inside through it. এরকম 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 এরকম. হ্যাঁ. So these are both these fins. They have got these lines are fin rays. এদের fin rays নেই. Cyclostomes have single nostril. Modern fishes have paired nostrils. জল বেরোনোর জন্য basically. The cranium and vertebral column in cyclostomes are not that well developed like true fishes. So essentially, this is that of my class on cyclostomes. Do you people have got any questions? হ্যাঁ, কোনো কোয়েশ্চেন আছে? হ্যালো,
No, sir.
ओके.
But sir, साइक्लोस्टोमाटा सानंदा मैम ने भी सर पढ़ाया था.
वो मेरा पार्ट है. सानंदा
अच्छा,
मैम
ओके
ऐसे
सर.
ही करती रहती है. एनीवे डजंट मैटर. 2 बार पढ़ लिया, अच्छा है. मेरा नोट्स भी अंदर में दे दिया, ठीक है. गूगल क्लासरूम में सब
ओके
नोट्स
सर.
सब एग्जिस्टिंग है वहां पे. मेरे पास साइक्लोस्टोम्स है. हाँ, फिर ओरिजिन ऑफ कॉर्डेट्स है, ओरिजिन ऑफ एम्फीबिया है. ये सब चीज जस्ट इतना ही 3-4 टॉपिक है.
স্যার স্লিপ মানে
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, বল.
স্লিপ মানে কি?
কিটা মানে আরেকটু জোরে করে বল.
স্লিপ
স্লিপ, আমি
হ্যাঁ
শুনতে পাচ্ছি.
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
আরেকবার তুই লিখে দে, টাইপ করে বল তো, আমি শুনতে পাচ্ছি না. হ্যাঁ, কম কর. হ্যাঁ, কবে? আচ্ছা, দেখা যাবে. কলেজে নিয়ে আসবে. ইউনিভার্সিটিতে যেতে হবে, কলেজে আসবে না. আচ্ছা, ঠিক আছে. ঠিক আছে, ঠিক আছে, ঠিক আছে. হ্যাঁ, আরেকবার তুমি টাইপ করেছিস পূর্বাশা? কি মানে কি আমি শুনতে পাইনি।
আমার টেকনিক্যাল প্রবলেম হচ্ছে।
তুই টাইপ করতে, আর এইবারে কথাটা শুনতে পেরেছি, আরেকবারে কথাটা বল, তুই কি বললি? স্লিপ মানে আমি বুঝতে পারলাম না। স্লিট, SLIT?
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
স্লিট মানে হচ্ছে এটা কাটা। দাঁড়া এঁকে দেখাচ্ছি। স্লিট ফ্যারিঞ্জিয়াল গিল স্লিট।
হ্যাঁ স্যার, হ্যাঁ স্যার।
ধর একটা ফ্যারিংস হচ্ছে তোর গলার কাছটা, হ্যাঁ, মাউথ টাউথ সব হলো এরকম কাটা কাটা থাকে। স্লিটস মানে পাতলা একটা কাটা, হ্যাঁ, এখান দিয়ে জল ঢোকে ভেতরে, হ্যাঁ, জল ঢুকে ফুড ইজ ক্যাপচার্ড, গ্যাস ইজ আর এক্সচেঞ্জ, মানে কার্বন ডাইঅক্সাইড CO2 এক্সচেঞ্জ হয়ে যায়, gases are exchanged and water is removed. ঠিক আছে, জলটা মুখ দিয়ে ঢুকছে, তার মধ্যে খাবার পার্টিকেলসও যাচ্ছে, এই স্লিটস এর মধ্যে দিয়ে কানকো কানকো কাটা 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 থাকে।
স্লিটের মধ্যে দিয়েও খাবার যাচ্ছে, আবার মুখ মুখ
স্লিটের
দিয়েও তো
মধ্যে
ওরা
দিয়ে,
খাবার।
স্লিটের মধ্যে দিয়ে খাবার মোটেই যাচ্ছে না, মুখের মধ্যে দিয়ে খাবার আর জলটা ঢুকছে, ফ্যারিংস এর মধ্যে রেসপিরেশন খাবারটা ট্র্যাক্ট হয়ে যাচ্ছে, আর জলটা ফ্যারিংস দিয়ে বেরিয়ে যাচ্ছে, ঠিক আছে?
ওকে।
ওই কাঁটাগুলো দিয়ে বেরিয়ে যাচ্ছে, মুখ দিয়ে ঢুকছে জল, ঠিক আছে?
ওকে স্যার, ওকে স্যার।
আবার ফ্যারিংস এর মধ্যে দিয়েও ঢোকে অনেক সময়, দুটোই হয়। হুম, পেটে চলে যায় না কিন্তু কোনোটাই, ফুড পার্টিকেলস গুলো ট্র্যাপড হয়, সাধারণত বেরিয়ে যায় বাইরে থেকে, মুখ দিয়ে ঢোকে, নস্ট্রিল দিয়ে। মাছের কি হয়, মাছের জলটা ঢোকে কোত্থেকে? নাক দিয়ে, ওদের নস্ট্রিলস দিয়ে ঢোকে, ঠিক আছে?
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
ঠিক আছে, আজকে টাটা তাহলে।